What's that? We can start the meeting without him.
Did I sound enthusiastic to them? Oh, I could have just said quality.
All right.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I turn. I'll turn it on when you need it. All right, Christopher is in the lobby, so we will we'll admit him in a minute. Correct. You can't hear.
Yeah, well, she's on the line with me. What can she do?
Turn on her microphone.
Who's
I
she
don't
on?
know. I can't get into it right now. How to
All right.
to do that?
I have a feeling that someone with title is more.
Me, Brian, Sue, Adam, Christopher's trying to join, and yep. Don't forget it though. I need to hear. All right, I only see you, Brian. Yeah, I don't know what Christopher did here.
Oh my God, who is calling back? I'm not answering.
Who's that?
The one for 7 Hadley. I'm not answering.
Hadley?
Who called
Oh.
you?
Susan Geffen would like to talk to you, Adam, if you could just pick her up.
Uh,
No, she just asked me to ask you that.
yeah. Yeah. Why don't you try it with, yeah, just try it on your phone. Do the same link, okay? Yes, try that. All right. Okay. All right, I don't know what happened to Christopher. Rob's not coming.
I will.
All right, we're going to start the meeting. So this is the RPRC meeting for March 17th, 2020. We're conducting this via Zoom, and we have our meeting participants on the tablet here. It's myself, Brian Hildenbrand, the town engineer, Adam Burnett, representing the Conservation Board, Christopher Carthy, representing the Planning Board, and Rob Malillo will be in shortly from the Building Department. Our first item on the agenda is Sue's not on now. She hopefully will get to join us. If Sue joins us, she'll be representing the Architectural Review Board. The first item we have, Val, is what? Musket Court?
Yes, Rappaport, 2 Musket Court.
All right, so 2 Musket Court. This is for replacing existing rear yard deck, as well as the installation of a 6-foot PVC fence and a 6-foot chain link fence. I'm going to try getting this picture of the area we're talking about on my other device. I don't think he is intending to, but we'll see what he does here. I don't see his screen any longer. Can you guys see my map? I'm going to try. It is, especially since we don't really know what we're doing. All right, so more. I do not have a share screen ability on my phone, but I do see Christopher's screen. Let me try again. You cannot start screen share while another participant is sharing. So Christopher, you are impacting our meeting. So Christopher, if you can hear us, can you stop sharing your screen? Or maybe, yeah, can I boot him out? Can I control him? Let's show you. I'm putting him back in the waiting room. Oh, okay. So what we're talking about here on 3 Musket Court is the new deck. What was it? 2 Musket Court is the new deck at the rear of the house. So this was a lot of technical difficulty for a relatively simple project. Hold on, I have someone in the waiting room who wants to join. Okay, now everyone's back. Can you see this project? Yes. We can, Sue, welcome. I don't know. All right, let me go back to, so let's get to the agenda. We'll talk about our comments. Brian, do you have anything you want to say on this particular project? Agreed. I have a technical comment on the gross land coverage calculation worksheet, which he'll fix. Given that we're talking about an existing disturbed area where there was a deck already, it would seem that the wetlands permit should be processed administratively. Do you agree, Brian and Adam? All right, so with that said, I'll make a motion to send this to the building department and we'll process the wetlands permit administratively. If we go ahead with that motion, that's correct.
Will you second?
Anyone want to second that motion? Okay, Adam, all in favor? Aye.
2 6 eyes.
Okay.
Horizon, and Kristen vote.
Right, Christopher did not vote. All right, that was a painful introduction to COVID-19 necessity video technology here.
Beckman,
All right, we're going on. Where was it?
12 Ridgeview.
Moving on to our next application, which is the renovation of a kitchen, the removal of a bathroom to make the kitchen larger, and renovation of the master bathroom. The change in the windows that's being proposed is the trigger for this to come to the RPRC. I have no comments. Sue, I'll show you the elevations that are proposed, but everything looks fine. Just give me a sec here. So there's the elevation. The new work is happening in this area. Okay. Agreed. So if everything is okay with the exterior here, the interior, of course, is being reviewed by the building department. We can make a motion to send this to the building department. I'll second it. All in favor? Aye.
Christopher on that vote, or-
No, Christopher hasn't figured it out yet.
We should email them the plan, scan them in.
That will, yeah. Rob just mentioned that, in the past, we've put these plans out and we've all sat around the table to look these over. What we'll do, I think, going forward is ask the applicants for an electronic copy like we do,
Post on the website.
and we can post them and get it out to you guys at least during the time we're gonna have to meet like this, okay? And that will make it easier for everyone. But also give everyone the opportunity to look at it in advance, which would be a positive thing.
See it for me, too.
Yeah. Okay, next. Oh,
Kozibetsky, 5 Deer Ridge Lane.
okay, so we're gonna move to 5 Deer Ridge Lane. And this is a shed. So another relatively simple project. There are. I'm sorry, what was that? I'm not sure. Let me go look at the details here. I don't recall that when I did the review. I have some minor comments on just some technical paperwork, but didn't have any real issues. And we can look at the details here on how they're going to build this. We'll make it better. This was last minute, and I'm doing the best we can here.
Imagine that there's not a webinar you can go. So they'll log on to your TV while you're just showing plans too.
We don't have that.
Everybody just joins a host.
That's what they're doing here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they would be able to see your computer screen and not necessarily see you. So you can go through the plans on your computer screen. You know what I'm saying? And they're seeing it on their computer screen.
Yes. Once we have an electronic version, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Let me show you the plans. Oh, wrong camera. I guess. Oh, that's it. You saw that? Any concerns? I don't know the color of the existing house on the site. I don't remember. It might be white, but I'm not positive. Okay, well, we could put that in our recommendation. That'd be coordinated. I'll show you. Can you see that? I don't know why I'm not able. Ah, there we go. Okay. So do you see the house and the shed location to the rear of the patio? Okay. So any issues? No, not visible from the street. Okay, then I'll make a motion to send this to the building department. All in favor? Okay.
Next one's 5 Orland Drive.
Okay, this is a rooftop mounted solar 17.4 kW at 5 Oregon Hollow. I don't have any substantive comments for the committee. It looks fine. I'll show you what we're talking about. Okay, so here's the existing house and roof. Here's the street view. And the proposed plan for the solar panels, which are all mounted towards the rear of the house. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, I'll make a motion to send this to the building department.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
You let me know if Chris comes on board.
I will.
That is one my house.
Okay, this one is the first one of substance that we actually have to have a discussion about. The applicant is proposing to alter the driveway at 1 Roundhouse Court. We have 2 alternatives. One alternative depicts the addition of a second curb cut. That requires planning board approval. They have a second option which keeps the single curb cut but greatly expands the driveway. Currently, the driveway just provides access to the two garages. The applicant has stated that they have teenage children who are driving at this point, and they need additional storage space for vehicles and to turn around vehicles in the garage. I mean, on the property. So let me show you what we're talking about. My concerns are with, I'm going to show you this. Let me make sure. Okay, so you can see Roundhouse Court on the bottom. The hatched area is the existing driveway. This option would add a new second curb cut that is relatively close to the intersection of Roundhouse Court and Roundhouse Road. Brian, what are your thoughts on this and its that new driveway proximity to the intersection? Okay. The option 2 looks like this. So you can see that they're expanding the driveway in this location, very close to the road, and they're proposing to screen then the entire corner. Now, that may or may not raise sight distance issues at Roundhouse Court. Plus, there's a lot of pavement now in the front of the driveway.
Why wouldn't they just do?
Yep.
Why wouldn't they just do this without the curb cut? This without the curb cut.
This, I believe, well,
You know what I'm saying? It's such a drastic
They-
change
yeah,
between
they-
the two. There's
and in
not-
fact, what Rob is saying, I don't know if you heard him, is why so much additional pavement with the second one and not just a little bit of expansion and keep the single curb cut. I was actually splitting the difference with them in my suggestion, if you can see it in blue, is to eliminate this pavement in the front and then provide just a vehicle parking or turnaround area back here.
Yeah, I agree.
And then
with
it gets
that.
it way off the street.
I
and
don't
you
like
have-
it so far to the front of the property.
Now, can you guys review this plan and give some feedback, or is this really not working? Yeah, that's another issue that we have to discuss that with Rob. You know, is this area large enough to become a motor court?
Courtyard.
Yeah, courtyard. If so, then it has to meet the distance, the front yard setback for a principal structure, which this obviously wouldn't do. It's only 7 feet off. There's no definition in the code.
Courtyard, computer?
No, we can.
Yeah, you can look up definition Webster's. You know this?
Yeah, hold on.
The whole tripod, yes.
Yeah. All right, so motor court. No, we didn't, Adam, sorry.
No?
It is a large parking area typically in the front of the house, but we're gonna get an actual definition here. It is not defining
You have to look on the courtyard.
Yeah.
We'll put aside the cup for now.
An open space that is surrounded completely or partially by a building or group of buildings. Yeah. Yeah. That's not, I don't love that definition. All right, Rob just left to look something up. Any thoughts, Sue or Adam? Brian?
Any supplemental?
Right.
But then the second option too, potential, sightline impacts.
My inclination is that there are enough issues here that we might want to have the planning board look at it, have a discussion with the applicant, come up with something that works for them, something that's safe as well. And the planning board's probably in the best position to do that. What do you mean by that? You think we have enough concern to send this to the planning board, everyone?
Yeah, I think if they want to pursue either option without any wiggle room or consideration to your suggestion, I think, planning board is best.
All right. And then we can also get a better handle coordinating with the building department on the courtyard issue. So I think that makes the most sense for this one. Let's send it to the planning board. I'll make a motion to send this to the planning board for review. All in favor? Brian seconds. Aye. All right, I'll read. Frank Giuliano is the landscape architect. I know he wanted to actually be at this meeting to discuss it, so I'll reach out to him after the meeting and discuss all this with him. Frank, if you're out there listening, I'll give you a call. All right. Okay. Val, you have all that? Yeah. What's next? Cole?
Yes, 10 Cole Drive.
All right, next on the agenda is 10 Cole Drive. The applicant is proposing removal of the existing deck and the construction of a new deck, landing, patio, and covered deck. Small portion of the proposed covered porch requires a wetlands permit. Have you been out there, Brian, to look at that? Yeah, it didn't, you know, the wetland information that was on the plans dates back to, I think, when the house was built. And looking at it now, it didn't look like much of a wetland, but you know, that, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and even so, if you look at the location of where the wetland is, it's a relatively minimal impact on the buffer. I'm going to show you the plan now. Okay, so there is, I think that's Rico. I don't know if you want to. Sorry. So here's the driveway coming up in.
I'm not seeing anything.
You're not seeing anything?
No.
Everyone's having that problem?
This is the bottom of the screen, scroll across and how you scroll, and see how it flows. And just tap the finger on it, and it all makes the whole screen.
I've got.
You'll see little pictures of people on the bottom of the screen.
No.
You see on the bottom of your screen a plus and a minus. You see a plus and a minus symbol.
So you want me to do plus? Okay, now I have more.
Oh, good.
Now scroll across, you'll see a whole bunch of pictures.
Yes.
Adam's phone, and then push your finger on it, and it'll elevate it on top of the whole screen.
Adam's phone. Gotcha.
Right. So,
Like that.
so this is the wetland.
You're the man. You're the detective.
Yeah, I'm really glad we have Adam on the line who's used Zoom a lot and can help us here.
Yes.
So what we've got here are several elements. This is a driveway addition where my finger is, and then a new deck and a new patio, I should say, and then a new covered porch area back here. The buffer line is represented by this line where my finger is, so it's only this little tiny corner that's in the buffer. Got that? Everyone got understand that?
Yes.
Okay, and now actually what they're doing on the site is on this plan. So this is the house in over here. And driveway addition, new patio. And then on this side is the new porch. And I'll show you the elevation. Actually, I'm not sure. I think we have an elevation. Close enough. So that's what, this is the new area over the covered area. And then all of this will be the new patio and walkway. Any issues?
Hold on.
Right.
Yep.
It's a little bit encroaching on the wetlands. What's the criteria?
What they're showing might be the worst case, that went out there. It might not be representative of what actually exists. I can only, I've been out there yet, I don't think that area. So, saving it's a area.
Right, and it's that, this piece where my thumb is that we're talking about is in the buffer. It's, 10 square feet.
I think that's, outside of the buffer, must be a big survey, worst case, that will come down.
Not necessary.
Yeah, I would say. That's necessary.
Yeah, I really agree with that sentiment.
Now, if I go out there and blow that portion, then you can revisit it, but it seems that's gonna go the other way. Super minor, very minor permit or no permit at all.
All right, so then I'll make a motion to send this to the building department and process the wetlands permit administratively. All in favor? Thank you. found.
Rico guys here.
Okay, next on the agenda is 34 North Lake Road. The applicant is asking for a revision to the approved plans, master bedroom and bathroom alteration within the existing building footprint, new proposed roof over master along the balcony addition or with a balcony addition, and delete the existing dormers on the front elevation and replace the entry door and adjacent bay window. Sorry. I don't have many concerns, but Sue, you may want to take a look at this. So, there we go. So this is the new front elevation. Can you see that, or is that too zoomed out? Okay. So that's the new front elevation. This would be the new side elevation.
What is the exterior material?
Okay. The front elevation. And this is what's proposed.
It's slats.
Mhm.
They're called.
Okay, that's a garage.
Yep. This is the existing side elevation. That's correct. And then this is the corresponding new side elevation. Okay? So they're changing the pitch of the two-story portion of the house. See that? From
They're putting a second story on, they're raising the roof line.
Exactly.
Second story
Yep.
on.
Exactly. Got that, guys? So this is as viewed from North Lake now. That's the existing elevation from North Lake into the site. This is the proposed addition. So this becomes a new deck, deck, I guess. And then this existing portion gets expanded. Right? And then the addition on this portion of the house.
Could you zoom out a little bit?
Yes, I can. Good.
As
There you go. I understand these are not ideal conditions to review this. Thoughts, guys? Sue, are you there?
here,
Okay.
let me see what it looks like now.
Sure. I'll show you the front and the rear elevations. Those are the.
Okay,
Do you want to see the front?
yes. That's,
Let's do it. this is the existing front. And then this will be the proposed.
It's okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay to approve?
Okay to approve.
All right. Yeah, I think it's nice. I agree. So I'll make a motion to send this to the building department. Did you second?
I did.
Okay, all in favor? Thank you.
What happened to this?
Chris is online, but he never unmuted himself, but I think he's listening. I hope he is. He's on the call.
Chris goes to the Zoom out in settings, he can unmute.
And if he can't figure it out today, I will sit down with him.
Well,
But the town just bought Zoom today, so we haven't had the opportunity to teach everyone.
They had enough, like, the first time, no preparation, and it's like, it'll get better over time.
Yes, thank you. But we would not be even at this stage without Adam. So Adam, thank you for introducing the town to this technology and getting us up to speed with a little bit of a tutorial right before this meeting. So it's appreciated. I think this is our last one, right?
Two more, yeah, you got 14 banks and 16 Hillendale.
Why don't I have those?
So I thought you sent back 16 Hillendale.
Oh, maybe.
Remember you sent the memo him the other day?
Is that the incomplete now?
Yeah. We needed an architect. I sent the memo to him directly.
I think you're right. All right, the next one is 14 Banks Farm Road.
Yeah, incomplete is 1600.
Oh, okay, so this is our last one.
And then you have to approve the minutes.
Thank you. And we'll do that next. Oh. Hi, Christopher. I figured. Okay. You could use your phone too. No. If you use your cell phone, then you can use that for the microphone and its camera. Yeah, but we could do that. We could do that next time. I'll let everyone know that you're still on the line. All right. That was Christopher. I think he might be using his desktop computer. Kicked myself out. All right. Let's see. What are we talking about? Rear addition to kitchen and second floor master suite. I don't have substantive comments. I have some technical comments the applicant will need to address. Brian, is there anything you want to go over with the committee? All right, so I don't know why I'm getting a message that Christopher is sharing his screen and all right, so I'm gonna, right, you can't see my phone, can you?
Your phone is not showing it.
Okay, how about now? All right, there we go. So what we're talking about here is the rear, of the property. There's an existing patio or deck there. I forgot. The deck is going to be removed. They were putting a patio in and a slight bump out at the rear for an expanded kitchen, I believe. I don't have any issues here, and I'll show you the elevations. So here's what's that?
What material is the deck?
The deck is being removed and replaced by a patio.
Oh, it's only a flagstone.
It's going to be porcelain tiles.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. This is the bump out in the kitchen.
Is that about 7 feet?
It is 4 feet. Or 6 feet. Yeah, 6 feet. And they're gonna have a fire pit back there. And then the rest of the work is all interior work for the building department. Let me see if here's the elevation. So here is the new elevations for what's happening on the second story. You see those dormers?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the side elevation. Rear. The only comment I had, Sue, is the size of the dormers in relationship to the first floor door and windows. I don't know if that just looks a little bit odd to you or not. It did to me.
It looks very large.
They look very large, yeah.
Certainly do.
Yeah, they do, actually. They look like they're too big
Right? Yeah.
for the windows that are there.
Yeah.
No, also.
But that may be a code, it's like a bedroom.
On that. So you're really not looking into the front porch.
Say that again?
There seems to be like a little archway, which is blocking the windows at the first floor,
Yes.
that porch. So it makes the dormers look bigger.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a good point.
Plus, I think the problem too is the way the roof is. How big the roof
Yes,
is compared to here.
Yes, it's a very large sloping roof. Yep.
What's the pitch on that? Pitch on the roof.
So what do you think, Sue? Is this something that the ARB would want to look at, or are you okay with this?
Where is this located? How close to the
It's at the end of a cul-de-sac.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you. That looks very large.
Yeah, you could see how the driveway is. You see that? Where it is off the road. So it's, it's not right on top of the cul-de-sac. You can see it from the road, but it's quite a distance away. It's about 350 feet from the road.
And sideways to the road too. It's
Yeah.
not facing the road.
I would need to look at the interior to see if the rooms are, if there's
Okay, we've got an attic
It's an attic area.
and an attic, open staircase, and one bedroom. So, one bedroom, one staircase, and one attic. What are your thoughts, Sue?
I will say send it to the ARB, but the
The ARB what?
Canceled.
Okay, so, they're not gonna do something like this?
Can't we make that suggestion and
Yeah.
get rid of the arch?
Yeah.
Why don't we just get rid of the arches?
Yeah, we could do that in our approval or our discussion here.
No, I agree, the arches take away from it.
I think so.
All right, so send it to the building department, but revise the elevation to remove the arches on the porch, right? That's what you're talking about? Okay, all right, I'll make that motion. It's asphalt, I believe, is what he had, right?
Yeah, it's just re-tacked.
Mhm,
It just looks more pronounced in the drawing.
mhm.
A motion. is-
Yes, you gonna second that, Sue, or you wanna revise it? Okay, all in favor? Aye. All right, guys, thanks for hanging.
Just the minutes.
Oh, yeah, the minutes, thank you, Val.
I'll make a motion and pass the minutes.
Okay. I'll second that motion. All in favor? Aye. Thank you, guys. Thanks for hanging in there and bearing with, yep, we're here. 273-3000 extension 43. 3000. Okay. Bye, guys. 3000 extension 43. Okay, thank you, everyone.
All right, so the,
Oh,